stuff in the chat and chatting, music. Yeah, we love Macklemore. He's amazing. Grateful for the fresh air, Krish. New Zealand. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Shaylesh. I'm from New Zealand, your neighbour, our fellow Kiwi. Christopher, you're from New Zealand as well, aren't you?
I am the land of the long white cloud.
Yeah.
Rains so much over there.
Yeah, 100%. And Anna, oh, it's a beautiful spring day down on the Gold Coast. That's incredible. Another boat for the sun. You're incredible. Sweden, Michaela, 2 a.m. at night. You're so beautiful. I love that you're here. You've always been with us. Michaela's been with us forever. Son, Nick, it's amazing. You're amazing. All of you guys are amazing. Okay, let's get into it. So, a big welcome. Like, this next 45 minutes is going to be the best 45 minutes of your life. We hope, because there is an amazing opportunity for you to just really listen in and tune in with an open mind and an open heart. And so we're going to kick it off. The beautiful Beck is going to open this incredible ceremony for all of us to experience and go through, and just give me a thumbs up, guys, if you can see the screen all okay. Epic. Thanks so much. Let's go.
Ooh, amazing. Well, thank you all so much for showing up and investing your time and energy into listening to us this morning. We're all so excited to share what we're doing here. So pretty well what we're going to be talking into is the blueprint to creating a life of freedom in your 20s and beyond. And we're going to be sharing what we've been doing and the magic that we've all created and the life of freedom that we're all living, which is so exciting. You want to go to the next page, Kristen? Amazing. So what we're going to be covering today is the what, the why, and the how. So why is having a freedom business model so important, and why it's the best way to create a sustainable income online? And the why, so why is high ticket affiliate marketing, what is high ticket affiliate marketing, and what does partnering up with a proven strategy look like? What is the pathway to 6 and multiple 6-figure like a year, which is so exciting? How are sales made through attraction marketing, and how is there automation and leverage in this business model? So we're so excited to share the ins and outs with you. There's so much that we're going to be talking into, and how easy, accessible it is for absolutely everyone. We are not wizards online. I struggled to get on this call. So it just shows that literally anyone can do this with little to no knowledge with anything online, which is absolutely incredible. So if you're here today, we're going to assume that you aren't the type of person to just be satisfied with the status quo. Know you're here for so much more in your life. You have big dreams and goals, but don't currently have a clear roadmap to achieving them. You see the power in the digital space and are excited by the possibilities of earning an online income, which is exactly why we are in this business model too. We all knew that being online was the way to create the life of freedom, and that's exactly what this business model has done. So why are we doing this? Well, I know for a lot of us, it's because we don't see our life working a 9-to-5 for the rest of our life until we're like 60 or 70 years old. We don't want to give away 80% of our life to the government and to the man pretty well. So we're here creating a life of freedom for ourselves, for our family, but then also for the whole world, so we can show everyone how easy, accessible it is, and that absolutely anyone can do it. So is the way you're currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you're working or not? Or will the money stop coming in when you stop working? I'm pretty sure for most of us, if you're working still in a 9 to 5, or if you're working for someone else, the money's going to stop coming in the moment when you stop working. And the beauty with this business model is that when you get to a certain stage, you can have a whole month off and there's still going to be a passive income coming in. And that's the beauty of creating a passive income and working with this business model and creating the community and just building a legacy for yourself. It's so exciting. So what is freedom? What is a time freedom business model? I feel like there's a few stages that people leave out when they're trying to create an online business. So to create a passive income, it's time freedom, location freedom, inner freedom, and financial freedom. So it's all of it, which is so exciting.
That's amazing, Beck. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Beck. Amazing. So we'll go on to the next one. My name's Courtney Anderson. I'm co-founder of the Freedom Sister Movement, for those of you who don't know me. And yes, I'm very excited to be sharing more about this with you and to be doing this alongside my Freedom Pals for sure. So if we can go on to the next slide, please. Thanks, babe. So what is this? What are we talking about? What is all this freedom hype about? You know, like thinking about what does that inner freedom feel like for you? And then also reflecting on how that relates into your external world too. So what is this business model and what are we actually talking about?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're in the industry of high ticket affiliate marketing. That's what we do, and that's what this is all about. So it's meaning we partner with a high profit, high impact business model that's proven to work and convert. Now, when you learn, and which you will have the opportunity to do that, when you start to learn about this business model and you see the compensation plan and you see what this company is really doing and the magic that they're creating and their 500-year vision plan, like I've never heard of a company like that, you start to be like, okay, this is much bigger than just what I think, you know, or maybe you've heard of affiliate marketing before too. It's much, much bigger than what you think. And when you look into it, it really blows your mind. It's incredible. I'm excited to share more. So what is high ticket affiliate marketing? Number one, you partner with a company that already exists. Now, I don't know for those of you who maybe do have a business or maybe you have tried in the past. I know many people who have had multiple businesses, but this company has been around for 50 years and it's a company that obviously already exists. So that's what affiliate marketing is, number one. Number two, you share about their demand with product on their behalf. So it's about being inspired about the product. It's about being inspired about their vision. It's about being inspired of, number three, you receive a commission when a sale is made via your referral. So it's about actually being paid your worth. And I feel like, you know, I can relate in my 9 to 5. I felt like I was capped and I wasn't being paid what I really was worth. And so it's really building that, I guess, that courage in yourself to be like, yeah, I am worth more and I can have more. I've got these big visions. So that's what number 3 is all about too. So the cash flow quadrant, has anybody seen this before? Put in the chat, let us know. This is really cool. So we're talking about linear income versus residual leveraged income. And so residual leveraged income is obviously, like for me, it grows. And so you firstly have the first quadrant here on the left top is you have a job. So it's where we're trading time for money. There's no leverage there. You're an employee. So the typical 9 to 5 employee, you trade time directly for money. There's no freedom over your time or schedule. All right. And then you've got the one just below it, which is where you're self-employed. So you own a job, you're still trading time for money and there's no leverage, right? There's none of that residual income coming in. It's a typical coach or consultant offering one-on-one coaching sessions, or you're creating a schedule, but you tend to work a lot, right? I've been there, done that too. And then we get to the top right. And so this is where you're a business owner and also have been there too. We have our own VA, we have our own coaching programs that we automate. However, we need to update the products and give that to our market constantly. So we're constantly having to market for this, and there's marketing costs. So this is where you own a system and people work for you. So you still have people and there's still more money coming in, which we can start to leverage here, which is cool. And so owning a franchise store or just, owning a type of business, whatever that is for you, where you leverage other people's time who work in the business for you. And then we get down to the bottom quadrant, which is where you're the investor, right? This is where money starts to work for you. So put in the chat, who would love it if money started to work for you? I know that's definitely where I was. Yep, me, definitely. So this is where money gets to attract and create more money, right? This is what passive income looks like. And that's what Krista and I, for example, get to do. We now get to offer our $15,000 coaching containers for free. We now get to offer our events for a low investment or for free also, instead of coming from a place of trying to make ends meet, right? And maybe you haven't been in that position before, but you can learn from where we've been and start to really consider, okay, where do I want to sit in these quadrants? So this quadrant also is about finding a leveraged offer where you can still share your passions and values, but get paid passively with exponential growth potential too, which is cool. Yay.
Awesome. So just to explain a little bit more about the company. So this company is now 49 years old. It was made in Japan, and the story behind it is absolutely epic. I'll have to tell you about that some other time. But in regards to that, in 2020, the growth of this company was by 70%. And these filters / water products that they make are hospital grade. There are global rights for distribution. So anywhere in the world, you can do this business. The water is a product of what you want and need, and helps so much as it is liquid gold. I remember having this machine in the start of COVID, freaking out, worrying about germs and everything else, got caught up in the whole hustle bustle with things. I literally had ended my foot, tore 2 ligaments, and I was sitting in bed, sleeping all the time because I was fatigued, I was stressed, I was worried. I got one of these machines, I hooked it up to the kitchen sink, and literally my life changed. In regards to that, I didn't need a nap so much. I didn't feel fatigue. I didn't even realize how dehydrated I was from all the chlorine and stuff that I was drinking out of it. This water I have every morning with a massive 1 liter glass. I love it to pieces, and I'll even pack it in a suitcase and take it with me when I go traveling. That is how much I love this machine. Creating an eco-friendly, toxic-free with over 60 different uses in this product. It literally has a gold standard certificate of quality control for environment impact, and you will have 0 waste and chemicals that this machine will last you for 20 years. This is how much amazing and magic is. You'll save on buying plastic bottled waters. So for everyone that doesn't know, if you haven't seen this, this is what you are buying. You are not buying water because water is free. You are buying a plastic bottle for $4 at the service station. So just remember, every single time you do that. And at the same time, it can be sold and shared with all sorts of marketing, traditionally or affiliated. And here we go. The K8 is what I have hooked up to my kitchen sink, which I absolutely love. But the Nespa is like your personal special waterfall that runs off a charcoal filter, which gets rid of the chlorine, rejuvenates the water. Imagine all the nasties that sit in the pipes and everything else like that. When this runs through it, you could almost imagine having your personal own waterfall in your shower. It rejuvenates you, cleans the skin, and is absolutely amazing. And also, going back to the K8, it has so many different uses for removing pesticides from fruits and meats, from cleaning your desktops, cleaning all the tops instead of spraying harmful chemicals with the 2.5 pH level. It's amazing. And the Ukon is my personal favorite, because you make absolutely amazing soaps with turmeric, and we integrate that. It cleans you out, stops inflammation, mucus production, it heaps of antioxidants and antibacterial, which boosts your immune system, your gut health, as well as the water being so clean helps optimize gut health as well. And here we have it. We have the fast track your business strategy. So this is the quad. Now, I believe all 4 of us have jumped onto the quad to help us fast track our business. As what it allows you to experience all the products and all the magic that Enagic has to offer. And you can almost imagine is that when you sign up, you get $822 back instantly. And when you have your first 5 quad sales or 5 squad sales, you will gain nearly about 19,000 back in commissions. And when you do 6 more of those with all the bonuses and things that comes with it, that's almost $54,820. So you can really see that by making these sales, you can make a massive profit. That's why we call it high ticket affiliate marketing. With another 7, you'll make your first 100K profit sales out of commissions. Yeah, and here is some inspirations that are absolutely killing in their business. Now, these stories really show the difference. We've got Christy here. She literally started as an entrepreneur. She owned her own cafe. She was doing eBay, drop shipping, and all these different things. And she was literally going to jump back onto a job until her husband turned around and says, no, give me 90 days. I can make this work. She was dead broke eating pasta and what was it? Yeah, she was eating pasta and canned tomato soup just to survive, and so she could eat something. Within, I don't know how long, but it was a very short amount of time, she made back more than what she did with all her other entrepreneurial ventures, proving that this company works. You can also look at April. She started off creating a 6-figure income online from the US, but lives around the world. She's only 23 years old now. She started with affiliated marketing space while she was 18, created multiple 6-figure businesses while living the life of freedom and travel that she absolutely desired and deserved. She loves to show up for others and how it is possible for them. She is an absolute legend. I follow her on Instagram, and her content is it just hits the heart and soul in a different way, like a beautiful violin. Then you have Brooke, this absolute mother, this absolute legend of a mother. She had no experience online, had no following, didn't know anything of what she was doing or any skills, but she went from being a solo slumber, schooling her 2 kids, and she stayed at home, only making $58,000 in debt. My jumblings of the words as the dog barks in the background. He wants attention. Yeah, she had 0 skills and she was caught up in debt, but then she lit up her purpose and she found a way to make an income, as now she steps into her legacy income for $5K a month. And a legacy income is what happens is that when you go along this journey and you start to build more and more of your business, this company will reward you with a consistent income from $8,000 to $10,000 all the way up to $80,000 per month as a legacy, which you can pass on to your kids and leave behind for your family and loved ones. Thank you for listening.
You're amazing, Christopher. That's so incredible. Thanks so much. Oh, I just love us as a team. It's so amazing to collaborate and work with others, right? And you guys can feel the energy, and we all bring different vibrations, different frequency. And so I'm Kristen Melbourne, one of the other co-founders of the Freedom Sister Movement. And yes, I'm very excited to be here today and for us to do this together, and many more to come, because that's what it's all about, is building community. And that's a huge value of mine. And for you guys who are inside the Freedom Sister Movement, you understand all of that and have followed along the journey. So just to back up what Christopher's saying and to expand on it a little bit and really vision cast with you guys, because anything is really possible, like Court said, if you put your mind to it and you really understand your why. And so to vision cast what the income projection can be for you, depending on how you want to do this. It's like when we look at making $1 million, if that's the level that you're playing at in a year, it's 149 sales per year, 13 sales per month, and 3 sales per week. It really, when you chunk things down, and that's the thing about visions, is you want to be able to close that gap. So you want to be able to have your goals, your aspirations, and then also chunk it back to, okay, what do I need to do tomorrow, next week, or next month to work towards that? And so much of the appreciation is in the journey. So it's we don't want to skip to the end. And as humans, we sometimes tend to do that, but it's about what are we learning? How are we growing in that journey each day? So even if we're sitting around earning, $500,000 a year as a business owner or wherever you're at, 75 sales per year, 6 sales per month, 1.5 sales per week. So let's make it 2. Epic. We're talking real epic, not thousands of sales per week in a struggle. We're talking really conscious business, really flow. This is the money is the masculine energy, and then the flow of how many sales this is, and the model that's set out is so the feminine energy nurturing us in this way. to earn $250,000 a year, 37 sales per year, 3 sales per month, 0.7 sales per week. So let's make it 1. To earn 100K, maybe that's your first level of a goal, 15 sales per year, 1.25 sales per month, 0.3 sales per week, like, you know, a sale every fortnight or something like that. When we talk about the quad strategy, which is what Christopher mentioned, this is how easy and simplified business gets to be. And this is what we love to call the quantum leap and the quantum gap, quantum shift. You're moving away from this paradigm of like, I've got to work really hard and I've got to do a lot of things to get some sort of success result. This is not what it's about. That to us is not freedom. And that's why we're here sharing this with you guys. So my favorite thing to talk into is legacy income and what that means. You know, that legacy income is like 200 sales away. And so even if you're listening along to this, if you guys watching the replay, like plug into us and send us messages, like just listen to this with an open mind and an open heart of like, okay, how could this work for me? How could I incorporate this into my life? How could I incorporate this into my business? Or how could I start a business if that's what you desire as well, and you've always had this yearning to, like, just ask that question of how, and ask us questions away from this sharing right now, this Zoom call that we're having all together. You know, just follow along, pick up the things that resonate, and then write down your questions and ask us afterwards. So legacy income, like Christopher was talking about, we can see here that it is $5,000 USD a month, which converts to about $7,500 Australian each month for the rest of your life, that's willable to your children and beyond. Like, this is generational freedom. This is generational wealth that we're talking about. You can't give me another business or another model that offers this. You can't. And there is so much depth that we can go into on how the company is able to do this with trusts and all of that, a bit more advanced stuff. This is how it happens, and this is what's possible. So you can achieve that. I really did think that that was never going to be possible for me. Coming from a background of working as an assistant store manager at Macca's, as working as an executive assistant, taking on low ticket network marketing items like beauty products and health supplements, there was never this opportunity for me. And I thought, fuck, I've got to own a McDonald's one day to just even get close to this. Like, that is so far from my values, it's not even funny. So to really dream about this and to see how it goes up, like 10,000 USD a month for a life. So that's more conversion when it's Australian. You've got 15, you've got 20, you've got 40, you've got 80. And remember, like, there's not this huge gap. There's actually just this beautiful step-by-step roadmap of how that looks for you. And that's where the power is like, you can see this vision for you and you're like, I freaking want this for my family. I want this for my children or my future partner or just future me, being able to give back or have impact. So just a few quick stats about Enagic, the beautiful company that we absolutely adore. As Court said before, I've been raised on this water nearly my entire life. So bless my mother's decision and choice of freedom back then. She's a medicine woman of all things. I call her a natural doctor. And so water was a very big part of my upbringing. And so now I get to continue on the mission and actually go a lot further and farther than she ever knew was possible with the company. So I'm very passionate about the company and looking at how stable the company is and the sales growth and the back end numbers. Like that's something for you when you're investing in it. And especially as a business owner like myself, that's something for you to look at deeply. So you guys might know some of the color personality type tests. You know, this is incredible for red personality types. I'm a blue personality type. You can pop in the chat if you know what your different personality color is. Court's also a blue. This is amazing for reds. It is also amazing for everyone else because you can go as fast as you want or as slow as you want, and you have a tree, what I call a family tree, to also help that grow. So some people ask, is this a saturated market? Definitely not. Only 3 million machines have been sold globally so far. We're literally at this incredible liftoff launch phase with the company's growth that's just going to take off over the next 10, 20, 30 years. So it's a very, very powerful time to make this empowered choice for yourself to invest and to get on board. The company will be 50 years old in 2024. So next year, we're celebrating all together in Japan. We're very excited to go over to Okinawa and visit Mr. Oshiro's place. Like, he's got this incredible setup when we talk about the Japanese hot stones and the machines, and him utilizing the same machines since the company's birthing, just to see how long it lasts. Like, this thing's over 50 years old. Like, this is cool. So it's gaining a lot of big traction through the online space. Our amazing community that we're plugged in with has been the leaders globally with online space. So Mr. Oshiro and the team really looking at our community, especially because we've understood how to work ads and automation, whereas a lot of the guys globally have been doing it like door to door, person to person, valley to valley, which is incredible for sales. However, there's a whole nother paradigm here when we've got these amazing tools like social media, and there's a lot we can work with. So the company itself, you know, Mr. Oshiro, he's the founder. He's got a 500-year vision for the business. It's something I look into when I'm investing. It's like, does this company have a big vision, or am I going to be led, you know, just day in and day out, which is not the case here. It did $1 billion in sales in 2022, and they're always expanding offices into new countries to better suit the distribution lines and global growth. That's what we want. So there's the offices in Africa being looked at. People are becoming hyper aware of taking care of their health and how bad tap water quality is around the world. We all know this, and this is why some people drink bottled water. Once again, there's a plethora of issues with bottled water, and that's a whole conversation for a whole nother day. When it comes to the traditional multi-level marketing and network marketing industries, and what I briefly touched on with like beauty products and supplements versus us in this paradigm, like, for one, our compensation plan is patented, and it's unique. It's nothing like anything else. And that's why I said you won't be able to find something that offers legacy income like this. Traditional multi-level marketing is you've got to meet monthly quotas, you'll lose your rank if you don't perform. It's low ticket, $20 to $150 per sale. There's membership fees and minimums. There's no legacy income, as I said so many times that you guys are really getting the vision. There's licensing fees sometimes and minimums, and you've got to recruit all the time. With the new paradigm, there's no quotas, you never lose a rank. Depending on where you're sitting in your beautiful roadmap and your own blueprint of what you're doing, you can earn between $340 per sale to $6,700. Like this, when we're talking money is energy, like this is, imagine this frequency that you now get to be in and choose to be in, opposed to old. Even with job, like there's only so much cap you can get per year. So it takes the same amount of energy for you to earn $30 an hour or $50 an hour to earning $1,000 an hour with having your own business. It's the same amount of energy. Now that in itself, you can go away and literally reflect on of like, wow, there's infinite potential here. It's a one-time investment, it's high ticket, it's limitless, willable legacy income. Like I said, you're passing this on and attracting. So how do you actually make sales? I've spoken a lot on this with the automation process. We get to teach you through our beautiful platform called the Freedom Era. You can create ads on social media. You can run masterclasses like this and just have a lot of fun and band together and have community. You go through the discovery process, you essentially see this beautiful process play out, and you get to send that to people. You get to help guide them through it and lead them through it, and them to make their own empowered choices of how they want to invest in this business and if it attaches to their traditional business or however they want to do it. Like, it's this incredible process that gets you super clear on who you are and why you're here in this lifetime, and just you. You get to utilize our DBS calls, so digital business specialists. We have a whole team inside our community that does your paperwork, takes your calls, and automates the process for you. So that for us, like Court and I, and for the team, us being busy business owners and doing lots of projects and having like all these things that we love and plug into, it's like we've got this whole team that supports us in that. Support is everything. Appreciation is everything. So these guys really help us do that, and it's just confirming the automation even more. You get to invest in your business, and you get to do so many incredible training platforms through this one online space especially the Launch Your Business course. It guides you through what you need to do. So
Hey, I'm Charlotte.
this beautiful woman, she is one of our Freedom Sisters in Melbourne. So Court and I have moved from Melbourne. Beck's from Tasmania. Chris was obviously New Zealand based, and now on the Gold Coast. Charlotte is one of our incredible sisters who's actually come into this space quite recently. So I'll let her over the next minute share her vision for you guys to really tune in of like what this means for her.
And I stumbled across Courtney and Kristen with their human design offerings and found out about Enagic. And my work finishes in about 5 weeks and I'm not sure what I'm doing after it. But now I know I'm going to be doing Enagic because I can see the vision of what it has to offer and so much more. Not only financial freedom and the possibilities there, but also time freedom and being able to follow my heart and what I really want to do without those struggles of financial stress. And I'm just so freaking excited. I've only just started and I've already taken off so well, so I'm just so excited of all the travel and opportunities and being with like-minded people and the community. It's just so cool how everybody celebrates each.
She's so beautiful. You can just see her eyes lit up and how warm and also focused. Like she knows her blueprint, she knows her roadmap, she knows what she's doing. And that's what it's about. It's like empowered choice, empowered decisions. Like you're a leader in what you're leading in your life. So we're so excited, Charlotte. I'm sure she'll be joining us very soon. I think she was at work today. So that's going to be not for long. So thank you, Charlotte, so much for your beautiful share. We appreciate you heaps, babe. Really do. So just to wrap it up and close it up, we said to you it would be super quick and super direct and super to the point. And we know that you guys will have questions or you want to like have a bit of a business session with any of us on how it's going to work for you and how you can really plug in. We're fast. We're all fast here. We move quick. We do a lot of things. We're actually excited to announce that we're moving to Byron Bay from the Sunshine Coast. And I just wanted to drop that in there, because we make quick decisions and love that. You know, success leaves clues and success loves speed as well. So for anyone who is ready to go, they understand they've got this burning sensation inside them. Yeah, there might be fear and doubts that come up of like, can I step into this? Can I do this? But you feel this pull inside of you of like, this is resonating. I feel called to this. I know some of the things that each of them was talking about is for me. We want to really honor you and offer you, there's 3 spots for us to give away. I mean, if there's more, since there's more of us even on this Zoom call, and there was a lot of people registered on the Facebook event who are going to watch the replay, we can talk as a leadership team of if there's more spots to give away to our retreat at the end of October. We want to be able to give you the first 3 people who jump on board free spots to our weekend retreat at the end of October. It's going to be down Gold Coast, Byron Bay area. You can fly in. We're going to accommodate you. It's going to be the most epic leadership, powerful retreat for men and women that we're just so pumped for. I'll literally be flying in from India like the week prior to that. So there is so much like spirituality, business, juiciness coming for you, pleasure, fun, play. So we're so pumped for you to jump on board for this. Now, we'll also be able to pop, I know, Court, you'd sent me a message, even if you want to come on and share a couple of things, babe, that's fine, because the chat was sort of moving fast.
That's all right, babe. I've just put it in the chat. So if you want to if you're curious, like especially if you're a business owner or if you've got an entrepreneur mindset and you're like, okay, I want to know more, you know, like I'm interested. I want to see how this can work for me. This process that I put in the chat is literally going to give you all the answers, like all the answers to your questions that you have. So there's no point messaging us being like, okay, this and that and that. It's like we literally have a process, because this is what we're about, automation, that will take you a step-by-step process to answer your questions. You'll catch your vision. You'll get so much clarity. I know Beck put in there that she found so much clarity for herself too. And so you've got 24, 48 hours to win this amazing opportunity. So just make sure you do it. Like it's all an investment. Either way, you're going to learn something about yourself. And yeah, it's incredible. So it's $49 USD for the first month. It's fully refundable. So you literally have like nothing to lose, just to be curious and to be like, okay, how can I actually create legacy income for myself and support my visions and get really clear with that? So I'm very excited. I'll make sure I've got the links there for you, and I'll also put it on Facebook too. But make sure you just do it. You've got the 24, 48 hours to win this retreat, and I can guarantee you do not want to miss it. Like, look at this community, right? We're creating epic. If you want to be part of this train and come with us for the freedom movement, you know, we're all here for freedom of choice. So let's just go and do it.
Let's go. So have the most magical day. Thanks for sharing that, Cord. Of course, the discovery process, which I briefly talked into, will answer so many of your questions. And for any of you who has been shared this, go back to the person who shared this with you and speak to them about it. You know, if you find that this replay of this masterclass is for a family member or a friend, and you want to share that with them as well, of like, hey, I watched this today and there's something in it for us or for them, then share that with them. You know, this is what community is all about. So we love you guys so much. It's like bang on 45 minutes, which I just love. And we'll talk to you all very soon.
Yay, bye.
Bye. Thank you all